All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. If she be down the ride, oh, I'll bet that. Ooh.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing, Postal family? My name is JayH. Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. We got supervisors across the hall from me getting more lessons on how to supervise. I have no idea what they're talking about in there. It just seems so repetitive. But it doesn't seem like they're registering. Some of the supervisors that are in there getting trained, I know, and they're actually decent supervisors. So let me make sure I get that out the way before I start trashing the rest of them. Five reasons why supervisors, 204Bs, fail carriers. Every carrier out there that has ever looked at a supervisor 204B or something is like, do you even know what we do? Or when you were carrying, you sucked. I mean, I've heard the stories 1,000 times. This is not a hit piece. This is the truth. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why, me personally, I think that a lot of the supervisors are failing their carriers. And this is not to dig at them, it's just my opinion. But reason number 1, no experience equals no respect. They don't have the experience. If they do, a lot of them didn't carry how it is today. So a lot of the supervisors or management never carried mail. Not I'm not gonna say they never carried mail, but not how you guys are carrying it today. It was so long ago, they forgot what it really feels like. They want to quote your M41s like it's gospel, but they have never carried an Amazon Sunday, because remember, that started maybe 10-15 years ago. But they never did that in the Florida heat or the deserts in freaking Arizona with a scanner, because they didn't have real scanners. Just think about what you guys are dealing with now. And for those that have been here for 20-30 years, y'all had different types of scanners. They had one thing here and they had a little phone there. I remember those days. But now your scanners be glitching. The truck definitely ain't cool. It's a hot box, easy bake oven. And the thing is that, and this is no disrespect, but a lot of them can't lead people whose job they don't respect or even understand. And when you talk down to a carrier from behind a desk, you've lost them, period. Funny story, in my building, the air condition went out and they're over there in that room and they're taking this class, I guess, for a week. And one of the ladies said, oh, it's really hot in the building. And it was really hot. And they were like, I don't know why they didn't reschedule the supervisors to come on a different day, because it's hot in there. And I looked at her dead in the face and I said, for what? Those are the same supervisors that tell the carriers to go out in those hot boxes. It might be 80 degrees in this building in a comfortable environment, but they're the ones sitting there demanding them people, the carriers, to go out and do 110 degrees and then rushing them and exerting energy. They're not exerting energy sitting in front of a computer. So I said, I have no sympathy for them. And that wasn't me being a dick. It was just me looking at it from a different perspective. And she looked at me and she said, that part. Anyway, management, let me see. Reason number 2, he's popping in my head. Management is obsessed with one number: scan to delivery. That's it. That's their religion now. The letter mail, they're like, oh, I know y'all have been telling me something about the letters get left behind. They don't worry about the dog bites. They don't worry about the heat exhaustion, the broken vehicles, satchels, the flats, things that, packages that weigh in 45 pounds in small boxes. See, 45 pounds in a big box is easier to carry than 45 pounds in a solid little box. I know that. I used to move furniture for a living. And if for some reason, if you stop the clock, or if the time is off for some reason, suddenly the carrier is the problem. See, they don't see the human side behind the scanner, and I get that. They're looking at it as a business. You all are looking at it as, you take it on a more personal level. There has to be some median. They just see a bar graph. This is going up and this is going down. I see the graphs. And that's unfortunately how they burn out the workforce. And what they're being trained for is numbers, 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 data. At the end of the day, is data. No matter how they want to word it, DOIS and DOIS and this one and that one, is all data that they're collecting. And unfortunately, that takes away the human factor. There has to be some medium between the way they manage and the way they are on the human side. That doesn't mean for carriers to take advantage of them, because there's plenty that do that. But yeah, that's a big problem as well. So we're down to number 3. Number 3 is really, really important, because I did a class today and it was about what the hell was it? Driver improvement. And one lady was like, oh, they only get me in trouble, but when somebody else does it, they don't get in trouble. So I look at that as called inconsistent discipline. So if one carrier is late, they get they get a discussion, right? But if another carrier is late, they go right to 7-day on paper. Why? Because it depends on who you are. That's what it does at the end of the day. If management tends to like you, you're safe. But if you speak up too much, then they look at you as a problem. They'll watch your every move. This one inconsistency creates tension and division amongst the carriers. Somebody, while I'm speaking about this right now, tell Jay that he's lying. If you're a carrier, you have seen it. It breeds resentment and it ruins any chance of real respect. So once a carrier is being disciplined and he saw another carrier do the same exact thing and didn't get no discipline, he might be mad at the other carrier, but he's definitely mad at management because he feels like they just got played. I'm being dead serious. I'm sorry, I should got some water. Number 4, no real leadership training. So one thing to be a supervisor, but I always told that's just a title. Leaders. A lot of the 204Bs and new supervisors are just thrown into the deep end with no training. They're expected to run a full station, manage a bunch of different personalities, and y'all got some fucking personalities, handle union drama after they shadow for 2 days. And it's not entirely their fault. The system promotes too fast and it trains too little, and then blames them when it all blows up. Bad leadership is rarely about bad people. It's about bad preparation. And that is the United States Postal Service failure. Right now, they got them training. I get it. And they do the training every 6 months. I get it. But has anybody ever pulled you aside and had a full-fledged discussion about what to do if you're being attacked? I don't even think because I go through the whole hero training, and there's no longer hero, but they don't discuss that. And that's safety number 1. They tell you, to be vigilant, and they'll blame you if you did something wrong. Leadership starts with you, supervisors and management. Last but not least, number 5, the culture of fear, not trust. That bothers me. A lot of the carriers, and it is clear in every one of my past videos, they do not trust management. They blame management for everything. And a lot of management doesn't trust their carriers. So what do you get? Carriers hiding behind the FMLA paperwork. What's the other one? OWCP. Managers hiding behind safety violations. Everyone lying on reports just to avoid the trickle-down effect from the top-bottom. That means the supervisors from the top, the management from the top going down on them. See, the problem is they cannot run a healthy operation like that. And the people that suffer the most are the ones out in the street delivering the mail. Y'all heard that thing that was on Corey Walton's podcast. If you didn't, go over there and listen to it, how they had the managers talking, and it's normal for them because they're talking about business and numbers. But to the average ear, it's like, man, I can't believe these guys are talking to each other like that. And that's where they throw it right back at you. But to be clear, not all management is bad. So y'all go, oh, fuck all management. No, not all management is bad. But the system, the way the United States Postal Service trains them and promotes them and then puts the pressure, the managers end up broken, but they'll never admit it. No. So my message would be, if they want better carriers, number one, they got to start by building better leadership, leaders, better team. You got to have a good coach sitting up top, because right now it's not working. It's not working. There are so many people that are just so discouraged by the way that they've been treated. No matter if they got a good manager that came into the post office and tried to do everything for them, they're not going to trust them. It's just what it is. And they may just drill them so hard that the manager or supervisor end up leaving. Man, I ain't fuck you. That's a broken group. Y'all have probably seen it. The people that have been at the post office have seen it. Your supervisors come and go. Your managers come and go. And y'all are still there. It's like y'all scared all the management off. Listen, if you can identify with this, drop your information in the comment section. Drop your story in the comment section, because a lot of y'all identify with each other about how things have run. If you have any more to add to that list, drop it in the comment section. And if you are a supervisor and a manager, some of y'all are cool with me, please be the exception. We need you to lead, not just to supervise. Lead. Don't just supervise. Because you would be amazed if you have everybody on your team, because you're a true leader and they're willing to follow you, they'll go to the end of the earth for you. And then your whole operation tends to run better. There are people that have decent leadership sitting up in there, and their stations run extremely well. I read those comments. I read every comment. So that's what we need across the board. And it's unfortunate that we can't get that across the board. It's just the culture at the post office, I get, right? But maybe we should start changing that culture. This is JayH, and I'm out.
All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. The she be down the ride.